The stranger stepped into the light. For the first time, Rohan saw his face clearly. The silence became heavier than fear. It wasn't a stranger. It was himself. Only 20 years older. The older man looked at his watch. Its hands never moved. 3, 0, 3. His eyes filled with fear. The ground shook beneath their feet. Mumbai wasn't collapsing. It was changing. Reality peeled away, revealing something that had always been hidden. The city became older with every step. Glass towers disappeared. Old stations returned. Time itself began flowing backward. They reached an abandoned subway entrance. The darkness below seemed endless. Older Rohan stopped. He finally looked back. Every step echoed. Every light died behind them. The deeper they descended, the quieter the world became. The tunnel opened, but it wasn't a tunnel anymore. It was an entire city beneath the city. Thousands of clocks covered the station walls. Every one of them stopped at 3:03. People stood silently across the platforms. They didn't speak. They didn't move. They only waited. Older Rohan lowered his voice, as if afraid someone might hear. One passenger slowly lifted his head. His eyes were empty, yet somehow he recognized Rohan. The old man reached into his pocket. He held out a faded train ticket. The name printed on it had completely disappeared. Before Rohan could ask another question, the old man vanished, as though he had never been there. Older Rohan never looked surprised. He had seen this countless times before. A child's laughter echoed through the station, but no child was nearby. One suitcase suddenly opened by itself. A glowing photograph floated into the air. The photograph showed a happy family. Then, the faces slowly disappeared, leaving only an empty background. Older Rohan finally stopped walking. For the first time, he looked afraid. Every passenger slowly lowered their heads, as if someone important had arrived. A single yellow light flickered. Beneath it, someone stood waiting, without moving. The stranger beneath the yellow light never moved, yet every passenger seemed to fear his presence. The conductor slowly raised his head. His eyes met Rohan's. It felt as though he had known him forever. Rohan stepped back. He had never seen this man before, yet somehow, the words felt familiar. The conductor smiled, not with joy, but with understanding. The conductor removed an old brass pocket watch. Its hands were frozen at 3:03, with one gentle click. Every clock inside Platform 0 began ticking together. Older Rohan closed his eyes. He knew exactly what came next. The station trembled, not from fear, but from awakening. A train slowly emerged from complete darkness. No engine, no headlights, only silence. Every window carried a different life. Every compartment, a different ending. One compartment made Rohan stop breathing. Then another, and another, and another. None of them spoke. They simply watched, one by one. They slowly shook their heads. The train stopped. Every door opened. No one stepped out. The conductor removed his cap. For the first time, he looked human. Older, Rohan took one slow step forward. The conductor looked at the endless train. His voice carried centuries of exhaustion. Rohan looked from the train to older Rohan, then back again. The conductor answered without hesitation. His words echoed through every empty platform. The endless train remained still. Every passenger watched in silence. No one blinked. The train window became a mirror, showing Rohan's first journey to Platform 0. The memories weren't changing. Rohan was seeing the truth behind them. Every impossible moment had happened exactly as he remembered. Older, Rohan answered before the conductor could. The visions changed. Every photograph, every missing memory, every forgotten face had one cause. One photograph floated into Rohan's hand. For the first time, Rohan saw someone standing beside him. The older version of himself. The photograph turned to dust. Thousands of suitcases suddenly unlocked together. Every suitcase released a memory. Children laughed, parents cried. Forgotten lives returned. One suitcase never opened. Its tag carried only one name. Older Rohan slowly opened it. Inside, there was nothing. Rohan finally understood. The greatest sacrifice had already been made. Older Rohan smiled, not proudly, just tired. Before another word could be spoken, the entire station shook. Something enormous was finally waking beneath Platform Zero. The darkness beneath the tracks began to rise. It wasn't smoke, it wasn't shadow. It was every forgotten choice, taking shape. Platform Zero began collapsing, not from destruction, but because its final journey had begun. The endless train sounded its horn for the last time. Every passenger stepped onto the platform. None of them spoke. They only watched. Their faces were no longer empty. They remembered across the station. Families found one another. Years of waiting ended in silence. But one passenger remained alone. The conductor looked toward him. His expression changed. The station shook again. This time, much harder. The black mist formed a gigantic doorway. Beyond it, endless railway tracks stretched into darkness. The conductor slowly removed his whistle. He offered it to Rohan. Rohan looked toward older Rohan. Older Rohan didn't answer immediately. For the first time, Rohan understood what the title meant. The station lights began disappearing. One by one, older Rohan stepped backward, ready to disappear forever. The whistle trembled in Rohan's hand. The conductor closed his eyes. Rohan slowly lifted the whistle. The entire station held its breath. The whistle rested in Rohan's trembling hand. For the first time, Platform Zero waited for him. Rohan looked at every passenger. Every face carried years of waiting. Then, he looked at older Rohan. Older Rohan smiled. Not with hope, with peace. For the first time, Rohan understood the truth. Platform Zero never trapped people. Their regret did. He lowered the whistle. The conductor looked surprised. Rohan finally answered. He walked toward the endless train, not with fear, but with acceptance. He gently placed the whistle on the empty driver's seat. The train moved by itself. For the very last time, as the train disappeared, Platform Zero began disappearing with it. Every forgotten memory returned. Every missing life found its way home. Older Rohan looked at his younger self one final time. His scars disappeared. His tired eyes finally closed. The conductor removed his cap. His duty was over. The station vanished, without noise, without fear, without regret. Morning arrived. Mumbai woke as if nothing had happened. Families embraced. Years of waiting finally ended. Rohan stood quietly among the crowd. No one knew what he had done. He didn't need them to. Some journeys end at a destination. Others end with a choice. Platform Zero disappeared. But the courage to move forward remained.